Hello, my beautiful Taurus. This is your love reading for the month of September. Reverse the roles as you may, and remember there's no gender in tarot. Like if you check your natal chart, we all have both masculine and feminine energies within our chart. Also, this could be for your sun, moon, or rising sign. Bear that in mind. The way I do my readings is I'll do your past, present, and your future. Instead of going down, I go across. And for each time frame, I give you one general message. So one message for the past, one for the present, and one for the future. Okay, let's start your reading. The first card you have for your past is the Page of Cups in reverse. So this could be someone who's throwing temper tantrums. Someone who's just intent on getting their own needs. They don't care about no one else's needs. They're just a very immature individual. This could be someone with water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be in their chart somewhere. Like you could even be dealing with like a Capricorn or whoever, yeah. But that's their sun sign. You don't know that their ascendant or their moon sign is a water sign. So that's what it could be. Or it could be none of the above. It could just be someone who's carrying these energies of any sign. It could even relate to children, like having frustration communicating with one of your children, or yeah, it could just mean someone's just really immature. You're dealing with a really, really immature individual, or it could have been at a time in the past you was being immature, or someone else was being immature. I'm not just gonna say that you wasn't. So it could have been you or the other person. Next, you've got the King of Swords in the upright. So this is like this could either be like a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or they could have had this in their chart somewhere. Someone who's like very competitive, very business orientated, or like you could have just realized a deep desire or a deep ambition that you've had in the past. Something could have happened, like maybe an argument happened with somebody, one of your past lovers or something, that made you realize a deep desire for something that you did want, and it maybe caused you to devise a strategy of how to not make the same thing occur again. Like not bring one of when you go look for a new person, you just don't want to attract the same sort of person. So maybe devise a strategy that would prevent you from ever attracting someone like that near you again, if you know what I mean. Or it can mean something with a pending decision that affects you directly. Like something could have been happening in the past, but was waiting a decision that could affect you directly. Now the next card you have is the King of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like in the past, basically, let me just explain the card first, and I'm gonna go in. This card indicates someone who's like really insecure, someone who's vulnerable, and they don't deal with things in a mature way. They just exhibit some crazy behavior, like addictive, destructive. Like the behavior is just not of a mature human being. Like on their day to day, they're just crazy. Like they're not crazy, but you was dealing. Basically, let's just sum this all up. In the past, you were dealing with an individual who always wanted to be argumentative and throw hissy fits, and if you confronted them about something, they would just kick up a fuss and just cause arguments, start smashing stuff in your house maybe, or and then plus this person, the reason why they was doing that is because they're just a very insecure, immature person. You were dealing with somebody who just, because I'm talking about you've got two pages in reverse, so that's what I'm explaining here. So when you would confront the person, they would just always want to argue, smash things, do things in an immature way. And that's because they was immature and they weren't there was very insecure as well. And then with the King of Swords and upright, that probably led you to feel like, right, okay, the person I look for in the future, I do not want to come across anybody like nobody like who I've experienced in the past. So I feel like an ex. This is talking about an ex who you experienced in the past, and you are very strict about future partners because you don't want to ever come across somebody like that again, basically. So the message I got from the past was, yeah, keep that same energy. Like sometimes we make decisions and in the future we forget about it, and then we start letting our guard down, and you might see red flags in a new person, yeah, and you just disregard it. These times you told yourself time ago, like, I'll never let somebody, if I spot anything that's a bit weird, like what I experienced before, any sort of energies that's the same, I'm gonna cut them off. Then in the present, sometimes people just forget about how they felt in the past and they just allow things. So the message from that past is to keep that same energy. For your current energy, got the High Priestess and the Upright. So this is like a very wise female. This could even signify itself. This probably, from what happened before, this probably the person that this made you become. So this could either be a female or male, but I'm just obviously the card is a female, so I'm just saying female. But yeah, like a very wise person, like a goddess of knowledge. They know a lot of wisdom because they've been through things. It's the counterpart of the Hierophant card. And this person's intact with the spirit realm and the physical realm. And they're very fruitful, like they bear fruit because they're wise beyond their means, like they've been through some real stuff. So this could mean you might have an individual around you, like a mother or nan or someone or grandma, or this could be you, but I'm saying you might have a mother or a grandma who's just been through so much and they're wise counsel. Basically, they're in your current energy. There's someone you can go to and talk to, and they won't steer you wrong. Or this could be like an auntie or somebody or a friend who's older than you or something. You've got someone around you just very wise. You can speak to them, let your hair down. They'll give you very good advice. Now, the next card you got for your current energy is Two of Wands in the upright. And this means like, create basically somebody is being spotted who has potential. This could and because it's wands, this individual could have fire in their chart. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you've probably realized or noticed something like, there's very good potential here. And you might, start planning around this. And it also indicates material stability, financial success. So like right now, you could either be like, this could be talking about your money. You could be like very stable right now, or like you're on your path to financial success. But this is only if you believe in your skills, and it's this card calls to just keep trying, and your efforts will be rewarded. So let's just say you're interested in someone, and sometimes you question yourself in your head like, oh, maybe they don't like me, or maybe this won't work out. It's just telling you to just keep going, and your efforts will be rewarded in the end. So now the next card you have is the Five of Swords in the upright. So this could mean basically this could mean somebody being stubborn. Basically just being stubborn towards something that they want and it's not bearing fruit. So maybe there's a call to change route. Just admit defeat where that is and just change route. That's kind of contradicting the last card, but I'll give an overall message in a second. And this could be cool to be more courageous and walk away from a specific thing. So maybe something that happened in the past with an ex. Obviously, Tauruses. I'm not, I'm not saying you like guys are all stubborn, but they're known. If you read on anything about star signs, Tauruses are known to be quite stubborn. So maybe the ideology that you might have in your mind is just very stubborn because maybe you refuse to move on from an ex, or you're just holding on for dear life and you're refusing to let anyone else close to you, and that might not be serving your greatest good because somebody might have come around who's made you notice something, and you're like, hey, this person's kind of dope. I kind of like this person, but you're still holding on to something from the past. You're just like, nah, but maybe someone you have children with, you're just like, nah, but I got my family and this and that. And even though the guy's so immature, he's smashing things in your house or whatever, or the girl's just immature and she's just leaving your kid here, there, and everywhere, and not being very responsible or whatever. Like you're dealing with somebody, and maybe because you have a child with them, you're just being loyal by default. And there's a new person around who you've noticed and you're not taking action on, maybe. And I feel like this older person is trying to point this out because they're wise beyond their years. I feel like an older person or somebody around you, they don't even need to be old, they could be younger than you, but they just have an old soul. Somebody around you is trying to point this out. Like, get out of that energy and just get out there, man, and just, move on. So I feel like that the general message for the current energy is to get out of that stubborn energy, or you're gonna block a blessing, or you're gonna miss an opportunity, basically. Okay, now for your future energy, you've got the Page of Pentacles in the upright. So this is like good news about finances. Offers coming your way, or this could be like somebody who might come around in your future who's maybe a bit younger than you, but they're very mature. They have a very mature attitude. This could be someone who, in their chart they might have Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo in their chart somewhere. Could be their ascendant or moon sign. And yeah, this could just indicate success with this person, or you might have a successful, fruitful relationship coming about in the future with this person that's going to bear fruit. Or it could call for a need to be more methodical in your approach when it comes to dealing with money. Like, be very smart with your money in the future, because you never know what pops up. We're in a pandemic. Well, the pandemic, I don't even know if we're in a pandemic, man, because things are going back to normal, but I don't know, man. You know how this world is. 1 minute it's this, 1 minute it's not. You never know. They might even try to do another lockdown, but that's besides the video. Anyway, yeah, just calling in the future, be very smart with your money. Or it can mean like, going back to being a student again. You might want to go back into learning, or going back to uni or college, learning a new skill or something. But I generally feel like, yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like a new person's coming about. Or this could be tied to your old person. Because this is like somebody who's just a bit of a money drain. That's why I think it says to be cautious of your money, or be in future be very watchful with your money, because I feel like someone's gonna come around who's actually a money drain. Actually, they drain your money because they just feel like they're just more important than anybody else or something. Just be watchful of an individual. I feel like it could just be like a friend or someone that's around you, and sometimes when you go out and somebody's like, yeah, who's buying the drinks, and then it's always you who's buying the drinks. Like, just be cautious of a friend who's like that. Just pinch your money back a bit, like, you know what I mean. Um, Next you got the Ten of Wands in reverse. So I feel like it's talking about like the burdens that are on your back that you see as big burdens of your own doing, and they're not really burdens. It's just what you're seeing, and it's like something of your own doing, really. So something that you're seeing as a burden, or you feel like you got weight on your shoulders, and you feel like, oh fuck this world, and sometimes we go into negative energies, but I feel like whatever you're feeling, it's of your own doing, and you can easily undo that. Okay, so now the next card you have is Ten of Pentacles, and this shows wealth of generations, maybe like an inheritance. I don't want to talk about somebody dying, because someone could in your family could potentially die, or sorry to say, but within their death, there's always, when there's death, when it's bad, there's always a blessing anyway. So, in their death, you might get inheritance, or inherit a large amount of money. Like whoever, if somebody does pass away, touch wood, in your family, this person thought about this. This person planned for this, and they're going to leave you a hell of a lot of money. Just saying. Or this could signify like investments maturing. So maybe if you're invested in Bitcoin, or invested in stocks or something, or made some sort of investment, it's gonna really bear through in the future. Like, so if you're doing that now, in the future, yeah, your money's gonna be, yeah. So if I was you right now, just from what these cards are saying, if I was you right now, I'll be investing in something. Or it could even mean if you're investing in some sort of relationship, that relationship is gonna skyrocket to some sort of level of commitment beyond your comprehension. You might not have even thought it would have gone there, but this card even signifies marriage. Like, it actually does. So what I'm getting from all this is pinch and squinch your money, or be stingy about the energies you're giving to a certain individual, or certain individuals around you, because maybe they've become accustomed to certain things, certain energies you give them. Or it could even be money. When you're spending, you're going out, you might buy food for your friends or whatever, pinch that money back, and then you might view that as a burden, but that's your own doing, where you don't have to spend, or you don't have to always be on the phone to your friend. But they always call you when things are going wrong, like, oh, he did this to me, or oh, she did this, or whatever. Like, you can just be like, yeah, I hear you, I'm gonna call you later, bye, and just don't call them back. Just, the ones there. Sometimes you gotta just protect your energy sometimes, because that's off your own doing. And if you do that, and you protect your energy, and you protect your finances, you will get this. You will manifest that, like that marriage, or your money will explode because you invested it right. So I feel like the overall message of this is to be very cautious with your money, and be very cautious with the attention you're giving to others, because they could be taken away from attention you could be given to a good connection that will actually turn into a marriage. So I feel like just don't block your blessing here. Anyway, yeah, this is your reader for September. I hope you have a great September.